Yeah, you text that to me every now and then.
Yeah, I'll just text a random Alan Partridge quote.
Yeah.
It's been a while since, like years, that I just don't know what the hell Gavin's talking about, and it's really come back thick with the two of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of just like,
I mean,
like,
you don't
most of the
understand
things-
what I'm on about most of the time, but you don't realize I'm already pre-filtered for Americans. Like,
right?
I'm already...
No, but I do understand that, and what you
Yeah.
can't filter, we have been forced to learn just to speak with you, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've got what you're gonna spout. I already know what, like, you know, blobby and all this other crap. I got it. And then James shows up, and it's all out the fucking window,
Yeah.
and it's just gibberish. It's just two men speaking absolute gibberish to each
Michael-
other.
Gobbledygook.
Do you think
Yeah.
this is what it sounds like to Gavin when you and I when you and I talk about like New Jersey and pierogies and shit
It
like
might
that?
be. It might be. I
Yeah.
like to think it's more normal. And
do
it's
too.
him, not us.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that we're I was gonna say perfectly and totally, and almost said turtly.
We're turtly. We're pretty turtly. you
We're
and I.
turtly making sense here.
Hey, has anybody shit their pants during the pandemic yet?
No, someone just recently asked that. I can't remember where it was. Someone just posed the question to us about if we brought it up like within the last week, if anybody had any doo-doo accidents, and it was no across the board. You were there for that, Gavin, weren't you?
Yeah, I was there for it.
It was a stream or something, and
I think it was in the
I
chat. Yeah.
think we were all clean. Like no one's doo-doo.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
eating any adventurous food. I'm eating
I
just
think
like
that's what
stuff
it
at home.
is.
Yeah, it's
Have
been a
you,
minute
Jeff?
for me too. No, I wish. I mean, I don't wish. I don't relish shitting my pants, but you know, it's a break from the monotony, I guess. Something different.
Mhm. Not shitting your pants or shitting your pants.
Shitting your pants. Although for me,
Okay.
not
Something
shitting my
to do,
pants is, I
yeah.
guess,
Right.
something different.
Yeah. Are any of you like surprised that I feel like when I was a kid throwing up, I thought when I'm older I'll throw up less, but I never did. I feel like
No.
I throw up more as an adult.
Man,
No.
I'm always gagging. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is, but I've got such a bad gag reflex, and I wake up in the morning. The first thing I do is choke, and I feel if I get in a shower or if I
I'm
have a
the same.
bath stuff with steam, I'm like
Yeah, why is
gagging
that?
and
So you have the
Do
morning
you-
gaggies.
James, do you think
Yeah.
it has anything to do with the fact that you smoke every 3 seconds?
it might have something to do with that.
There might be a correlation
It might-
there.
No, to be
Well,
fair, I've been doing it. I think it's something to do with, and I'm sure Gavin won't mind me saying this, a strong nose. I think it's something to do with that, maybe. The larger nosed gentleman.
Yeah. It's like a different biome. There's like different pressure going on in there when the nose is. I feel like whenever I get out of
Fascinating.
the shower or the temperature changes, used to happen to me in England. If it was warm in the house and I'd go outside and walk to school and it was freezing, I'd
Yeah.
walk out and just gag. I'd
Yeah.
like lean over and almost throw up.
Yeah.
I always wonder what my neighbors would think every time I came out my front door.
Man, speaking of nose stuff, I got the COVID test yesterday where they stuck the shit up your nostrils, the Q-tips for 10 seconds.
They like tickle your brain, right?
It tickles your brain, yeah, and it doesn't hurt. And not because I think I have
Oh.
COVID, but for another reason. But it
RT life.
yeah, I did it for an RT Life. Nah, because I came in contact with somebody who may be positive, and so I'm just trying to be extra careful.
That's fair.
But that happened yesterday morning at like 9 a.m. and I still feel those Q-tips on my nose, even after taking a shower, after sleeping, waking up the next day. They're still there. I can still
Had
fucking
you
feel it.
ever
Oh.
felt anything like that before? Was it a brand new sensation?
It was brand new to me. My girlfriend said every woman is going to understand this feeling. This is what a speculum is like. This is exactly what the swab when you're getting a pap smear is like, which means nothing to me. But it definitely didn't hurt. It tickled. When they say it tickles, they're right. But it's just weird that I can still feel like the ghost of those things in my
Oh.
nose more than
Phantom
24 hours
tickle.
later. More than
Mate,
24 hours later.
Honestly,
Maybe they
I
put
nearly
something up
vomited just seeing a diagram of it. They had this diagram of like a cross section of a head, and it showed how far this pipe goes right up into your brain there.
Yeah.
And I'd vomit if they did that to me. They'd put it up my nose, and I would just vomit straight into their faces.
Yeah.
Just
I
because
was-
I'm a
Hope you're not
bastard.
positive at that point.
I sat perfectly still because anytime somebody puts anything in or near my brain, I'm afraid that they might go 1 centimeter to the left or to the right,
Yeah.
and like I don't know how to drive anymore.
Oh.
Or I forget what bananas taste like. I don't know, like I don't want to lose some.
You
I don't want
lose
any of the
bananas.
files to get hard, corrupt, or overwritten in my brain.
I think
It'd be good if it like erased a TV show if it just erased
That would be
Sopranos.
nice. That would be
Or a
nice.
game, yeah.
If they could pinpoint right over files in your brain, that would be awesome.
just get a brain job.
Oh,
I think
God.
it's weird, going back to the throwing up thing. I think it's weird when people go, I haven't thrown up in 6 years. I think something's wrong with you.
They're liars.
Yeah.
No, and
I
not even
think
just
Bernie
they're liars,
says that
but
all the time.
that's just like, but you're like, when you're throwing up, it's because like something's going on. You need to get it out. That's just
Yeah.
like saying my body's broken. I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
like saying I stomached bad. I held the bad shit in.
That's like saying I haven't sneezed in 6 years. Like I don't look to throw up, but people go, and again, Video Michael, especially in the early years, did a lot of throwing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But I
he
also did a lot of weird things. Okay, ate a lot of weird things, a lot of things in mass quantity, and then I wanted to get it out. So those were maybe a bit more manual.
I've got to say, of all of Cameron Michael's vomits, the worst one ever that you did was, I think, the only like real one, which was when we were playing Minecraft and you just chunked in the middle of the Minecraft. Do you remember that one? You were just feeling ick and you
Yeah.
just chunked in the bin.
Not at
And
all.
because it wasn't like after an eating challenge or wasn't brought on by yourself, it was just so much worse for some reason. And it was, smelly.
Yeah, when was that?
I would
Was that
guess
like-
2018.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah, I
couple
was
years ago.
I was
still
probably
there.
just sick.
Yeah, you were just ill. But that made it just it was revolting.
Right. That's not funny. It's funny when you eat something stupid and you throw up. That's funny. It's like that's gonna make you feel bad, and then you
Yeah.
go, I feel bad, and then you
I was
throw
just
it up.
filming it,
And
thinking
then it's
like,
usually like
go
jelly or something. It's all like gooey, or like I ate 2 pounds of whipped cream. Crazy.
yeah,
That's just food and stomach bile when you're just sick, and it's extra smelly.
yeah. I hated it.
Yeah, I bet I did too. I don't remember it. I got my brain tickled earlier, so I think I lost it.
Oh man, I can't
Um,
stop.
I can't
me
believe
out.
you don't remember that. You went like quiet for a bit.
I
and you were-
vaguely remember it.
I think he
okay.
went out into the
Vaguely-
hallway,
I just-
didn't he?
I did, because there's a big
Yeah.
trash can
Yeah.
in the hallway. Who knows?
That's not the Alan Partridge. Gavin didn't make the for. Well, we got to do it.
No,
Michael,
it was a different reaction.
I
You know,
don't know. I wanted to put
that's
those
like
together.
that's like like okay, this is me going. I don't know.
I want to find that clip. I bet I could show it to you.
Yeah, there's got to be about 1 billion gifs on Google with Partridge.
Alan
just going,
Partridge shrug.
I feel like I haven't thrown up in a long time. Actually, I don't know. We should change that soon.
You want to throw up again?
I should eat something. I feel like if I'm not throwing up, I'm being lazy.
Yeah, you're not trying hard
Right.
enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially, I would think puke would be a part of Face Jam.
Oh no, not at all.
Really?
I love it.
Hmm.
That's again compared to my history. Face Jam is just eating real food that was meant to be eaten.
Yeah,
You know?
I guess. I was looking at that graph that somebody made on Reddit. You guys seem to really fucking hate the what was the thing that got the worst? It was like jalapeno, like something mozzarella popper pizza or something.
Oh, the Pizza Hut pizza. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awful. And here's what I'll tell you why it was so low, because it was pizza. The expectations were much higher, and that
Right.
affected the score.
like
You know,
one
like, we've
expects
had-
at least
Right.
one color olive to be on that pizza.
Correct. Yeah, and it was in fact covered with olives. I can't talk anymore. I'm mad. I said olive. You said olive, and I was thinking of the colors and how Hitler wouldn't want black olives. It messed me all up.
If somebody doesn't Photoshop Hitler doing a Sieg Heil with the olives on his fingers, I'm going to be
With a
disappointed.
green olive or a white olive.
Well, it'd be a black and white photo, yeah. So
A
green
white
would be better.
olive with blonde hair.
If they could could also put Trump wigs on each olive. That would be great.
Oh, whoa.
If you could pay $1,000 to go back in time, but all it would let you do is just kick Hitler in the penis as hard as you could and then leave, would you pay the $1,000?
Yeah,
Sure.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'll pay
Now,
$1,000
is
to come
this-
over and kick you in the penis right now if you'd let me.
Now, is
I
this
worry-
like
I worry
a-
about those sort of things. You might put,
But-
you might alter stuff.
Oh, you might change history for the worse?
Yeah.
Well, that's, I'm
Maybe-
asking, is this
maybe-
a lock? You know, like, is
Is
there,
there
a
any-
chance that the SS is going to murder me? Or, like,
No,
it's going to
you're-
happen?
You're
He's
in
getting
and you're
kicked.
out. You get like a run up, you get the kick,
Oh,
and a second
whoa.
later, you're out of there. You're back
I'll
to
do
now.
it.
Sure,
Sure, why not?
it costs you $1,000 of like your taxed money to
Sure.
do
Has
it.
it already happened? If it's if
Well,
I'm
why, are
going
you,
back
why, are
in
you going
time-
so, why are you going so deep into
that's
the
true.
sci-fi of it, James?
Because
Are you
I'm-
asking
well,
if it's
no.
happened in this timeline?
Yeah,
you would just
I get
be-
what he's saying. He
Here's
doesn't
the
want to
deal.
be
I'm
just
worried about-
another guy.
I'm worried about running up to Hitler, kicking him in the nuts, and then him going, "Oh no, this isn't for me." And then like a super Hitler turns up, someone even better than Hitler. That not better. That that you know wins the Second World War or something.
Here's what I would
I'm
worry
worried about that.
I mean, if you timed it right, you could kick Hitler in the dick right before he gets syphilis and save the world a lot of trouble. Or realistically, what would happen is you would kick Hitler in the dick. He's smart enough to put the time travel thing together, put all the Nazis on time travel, invent time travel, and then come into the future to kick you in the dick.
Yeah.
You think that would
See,
be his
these-
master plan?
These are all things that you need to consider, Gavin, when you're asking.
No,
this
here's
question.
what I think happens then.
Repercussions.
Imagine it like one of those things at the fair where you twat the hammer down and the thing goes up.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
if you kick him like middle hard, history is exactly the way it is now. If you don't kick him hard enough, he is way worse. But
Right.
if you kick him to the top of the bell, to the ding-a-ling, way less people die. And it's all
Well,
down to how hard you can
okay.
punt a man in the nadges.
Well, he only had one ball anyway,
That's
so
the
it was
bell.
Where was the other one?
in the Albert Hall.
There you go.
That seems too dangerous, Gavin. If it can
Yeah,
affect,
because you could
if it can
like
affect time, yeah.
I feel like I might psych myself up too much and just deliver a really botched kick, or I'd like
You'd
stub
miss.
the ground on the way.
You'd
Like
miss.
sometimes
It
when
would-
you take a
It
bad
would be
penalty.
it'd be like throwing out the first pitch at a baseball game. Nobody should ever do that. You're guaranteed to
Yeah.
fail. It's too much pressure.
Would you
Yeah.
shoot a baby Hitler? If
Would I
you could go back
shoot
in
a
time?
baby Hitler?
That's rough, man.
Well, I feel like that's even more dangerous than kick him in the bollocks and teleporting
Yeah.
away. Because if you
You
replace
reckon?
Hitler entirely,
Yeah.
you never know what will happen.
Hitler
I
too
would-
could have been way
I
worse.
would-
I'm just wondering whether you could shoot a baby if you knew.
I
Like-
I would look away. I would look
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
If you knew it'd save well,
Whoa.
I was going to say 7 million people, but think about how many people died in war too.
Yeah.
Do we have
of
a
course.
do we have a total death count from World War II? I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, I've
would-
looked at it. It's
I'm
on
gonna-
Wikipedia.
I'm gonna
I've looked
flip
at that
the
many
script
times.
here. I would steal baby Hitler.
Go on.
What would you do with it?
I'd take him back to the
85
future with
million
me.
people to shoot a baby in the head. You could save 85 million people.
I would go back in time and I would steal him. And
I
then
feel like you would be-
raise him.
Irresponsible to not pull the trigger on that baby, but then you got
I
to
got-
realize.
Why? He's gone. I pulled him from time. It's the same thing
And
as
you're-
being dead.
You're going to bring up baby Hitler.
Yeah, but but he'll be good.
You'd never
I'll
be
set
able to
him
trust
straight.
him, really. You'd always be looking at him
James.
going,
James,
what are you thinking about?
come on. I got this. Okay? I'd be careful. Wouldn't let him play a lot of Call of Duty.
What
I'd be like, no,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
And he's
Oh,
like, why are the
uh-oh.
Germans always the bad
Uh-oh.
guy? I'm just saying, that kid, good
Oh,
parenting.
it's getting
died.
bright. It's
He
getting
could
really
be,
bright.
he
bright.
could be
Heaven.
in reverse. Imagine if Hitler, did some good. That's the Hitler we'd get. I wouldn't call him Adolf. I'd call him AIDS with a Y.
Would you make sure would you make sure he didn't grow that silly moustache?
I'd let him do whatever he wants.
Okay. Am I supposed to walk off? I've got nowhere to go.
They do it because it's for dramatics. Broadcast wants us to stop.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, I've got
sometimes I just
Just-
keep going. I just want to chat
just
with
just
you.
because this podcast stops now doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I'm going to carry on
right.
existing.
It's also it's not live either, so we don't really have strict limits here.
no.
Gavin, I just saw it. Was that Gavin rolling around on the floor? I saw something over there.
Just moving stuff around.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Well, I guess we should get out of here.
All right.
Thanks. I'm sorry that they were going to kill babies, James.
It's a moral dilemma, isn't it? Could you kill baby Hitler?
Just steal it, man. Yeah, the
You'd
coolest
steal
baby
a
around.
baby.
How big is the gun? Is it going to be
Massive.
like...
Oh no.